Hello, in this video we're going to be doing Java's 1D array. This problem states an array is a simple data structure used to store a collection of data in a continuous block of memory. Each element in the collection is accessed through using an index, and the elements are easy to find because they are stored sequentially in memory. Because the collection in an array is stored as a big block of data, we typically use arrays when we know exactly how many pieces of data we're going to have. For example, you might use an array to store a list of student ID numbers or the names of state capitals. To create an array of integers named myArray that can hold 4 integer values, you would write the following code. So an int array equals new int with 4 elements. So this will set aside a block of memory that can store those 4 integers. And each cell is assigned a unique range from 0 to 3 in this case. MyArray can store integers at indices 0, 1, 2, and 3. Let's say we wanted the last cell to store a number 12. To do this, we write myArray 3 equals 12. Similarly, we can print out the contents of the cell. The code above prints the value stored at index 3, which is 12. It is important to note that while Java initializes each cell of an array of integers with a 0, not all languages do this. So what we need to do, read an integer from standard in and save it to the variable n. Reads n integers corresponding to a0 through n-1 from standard in and save each integer a to a variable val. Attempt to print each element in the array. So write the following code in an unlocked portion of your editor. Create an array capable of holding n integers. Modify the code in the loop so that it saves each sequential value into a corresponding location in the array. For example, the first value must be stored at a of 0, the second a of 1, yada yada. Good luck. Wow, that's a lot of reading. Okay. The first line contains a single integer n denoting the size of the array. Each line I of the n subsequent lines contains a single integer denoting the value of n in element a. You are not responsible for printing any output to standard out. Locked code in the editor loops through array A and prints each sequential element on a new line. Alright, sample input 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Sample output 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. The explanation: when we save each integer to a corresponding index in A, we get A 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. The locked code prints each array element on a new line from left to. Alright, so even though it took me 3 hours to read that, the coding is not that bad. So they already give us n, int n is an integer parse, so we're parsing the read line trim, blah blah, and it gives list of integer a. So basically we need to loop through each value in n. So for int I, I'm going to start at position 1, I is less than n, and I plus plus. Alright, so we need to add the integer n's to list of integer a. So we're going to do a add integer parse int. So we need the parse int method in integer, and so we're basically just going to copy what n is above there, so it's just buffer reader read line trim. So basically this code is just n up here, so it's basically just going to read the next line, and then we just need to print that out. So for int element in a, we just need to do the system out print line element, and that should do it. Let's run it and see what we get. Okay, it looked like that passed. The standard input and the output and the expected output. So let's submit it. Alright, congratulations, that was successful. And there you have it. So thanks for watching, hope you learned something, and we'll see you next time.